Here's a question for you guys. If you're in a car accident and you're in a coma, or if you develop some sort of mental issue such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, or dementia, who's gonna look after your finances? What document can you use in that situation? Here's a hint. It's not the will. What's up guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Denny, and in this video we're going to be talking about the third document when it comes to estate planning, and it's the enduring power attorney. If you've been following on this series, we've talked about two documents already. We talked about the will and we talked about the personal directive. But in this video we're talking about the power attorney and what it specifically does. So as a quick brief note, if in a situation where you pass away, that's when you use the will. But if in a situation where you're in a car accident or you develop some sort of mental incapacity, that's a situation where we have to use two documents. And we talked about the personal directive in the past, and that's the one where you select an agent to have the power to talk to doctors and make medical decisions. But in this video we're going to be talking about the enduring power attorney. Now the power attorney is the document where your agent or agents will have the ability to access your safety deposit box, your personal bank accounts, checking and savings, your investment accounts, your life insurance policies, real property, any sort of land that you might own. They have the ultimate power in terms of transferring property and assets to other people or paying off bills on your behalf. A reason why it's important to have this document is that it protects your interests. Now, if you haven't executed a power attorney in the past, your accounts are locked up. Bills still have to get paid. Life still goes on even when you're in a hospital bed. And that's why it's so important to pre-select an agent or agents just in case in that type of situation where you can have those agents make those payments on your behalf and we can protect your interest in those assets. When it comes to assets, the biggest ones that we're talking about right now is real property, or you run a business and a corporation and the business still has to proceed even in a situation where you are in a coma or you lack mental incapacity. Another reason why is that it provides continuity and stability. If you didn't have those documents, you would potentially have to hire a lawyer, or someone within your family would have to make a court application and seeking an order from a judge selecting a person to act as the agent on your behalf. With this streamlines everything, whereby we have a document in place that sets out the specific agents that you have chosen. Those agents will take that document, go to the banks or whichever company they need to, and act on your behalf for any sort of financial reason or financial purpose. It definitely streamlines everything. It gives them access to your accounts, and they are essentially you and preventing any stops or halts within your business or your family life. Now I want to talk about the flexibility part. There's generally three ways in which this document can activate. And I generally talk about the first one, whereby this document only activates in a situation where you lose mental incapacity. The reason why that is the general case is because this is a very powerful document and you're handing over your finances to somebody. The second scenario would be you can hand over this power to an agent upon signing this document. There could be a couple of situations, and the two that I really think of and I want to point out is if in a situation where, let's just say, you physically aren't able to do it yourself. You could be a senior citizen, or you just aren't able to travel because of you lack mobility. The second reason would be English might not be your native language. It's very hard for yourself to communicate your financials or your wishes to companies or to banks. So thereby you can select an agent such as your child. They can help facilitate you with your financial needs. And the third scenario would be that this document would activate upon you signing this document, and it would continue on in a situation where you lack mental incapacity, meaning that the same person that you selected as an agent, they still have that power if something was to happen to you. So it carries on from even when you have mental capacity to when you lack mental incapacities. This document can be as broad as you want or as restrictive as you want. You want a broad power because you want that person you select, you want that agent to have an overarching power or overarching control of your finances, because they might not necessarily know what type of finances you have until they actually do a deep dive and they are starting to be your agent on your behalf. However, alternatively, we can also restrict this enduring power attorney as well. Let's just say you're traveling outside of the country or province and you can't sign transfer documents. They would sign over what's called a limited power attorney. Let's just say you're traveling to Asia or India and you can't come back for the real estate signing to transfer over the property. You can select an agent such as your children or your wife, and they will have ability to sign over your property in order to complete that real estate transaction on your behalf, because we'll call it a specific specific power attorney, they wouldn't have any other power over your other finances because you're restricting their power specifically to that piece of property that is being sold. And last but not least, when it comes to these documents, being prepared for the unexpected is very important. You just never know. And signing a document like this, having it in place, setting it and forgetting it, it gives you that peace of mind that everyone needs, just to know that your property, your assets are being secured and you have selected the people that you trust in place in a situation if something was bad to happen to you, whether it be some sort of tragic accident or just due to old age and health medical reasons. And for the cost of getting this document far outweighs the risk of not having this document at all. Those are the reasons why a power attorney is so important when it comes to estate documents. Having this document in place will be very beneficial to yourself and to your family. If you like these videos, please give me a like or comment below if you have any questions. I have a wills and estates playlist that's very beneficial to those that are interested. If you have any questions, down in my description, I have a link where you can ask me questions anonymously. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.